Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Laith here, and today we have an exciting video. OpenAI has finally released an open source model that everybody can run. Imagine if you had a chat GPT that you can run locally. Well, now you can officially do that with their 20 billion parameter model. They have two models out, 120 billion and 20 billion model. In today's video, we're going to be installing the 20 billion model because the 120 billion model requires a single H100 GPU, which I don't have. I only have a 4070 Super. Let's get started with the video. Let's test out the new GPT 20 billion parameter and see how it works. Now, before anything, if you don't have Olama, we're going to be installing it through Olama. Make sure you download Olama and the latest version because this model requires the latest version of Olama. Once you've installed it, you can use it in two ways. Either you go on Olama directly, the app. Their new app has a chat interface similar to ChatGPT. You can choose the model through here, start a chat with it, and it will immediately start installing the model for you automatically. Or you can go on your favorite terminal. Mine is Warp, and you can do Olama pull GPT OSS 20 billion. Okay, so once we've installed the model and everything is good to go, we can go into our favorite IDE, and I'm going to put the resource monitoring tab. Now, unfortunately, as I said, my GPU is not strong enough to run the model because you need a 16 gigabyte video RAM GPU in order to run the 20 billion model. I don't have 16 gigabytes. I have a 4070 Super, which has 12 gigabytes, which means most of the model load is going to be on the CPU. And I actually can run a check. I can run Olama PS here, and it will show me the split load here. So 44% on CPU, 56% on GPU split. Let's see if it can write me a simple tic-tac-toe game in Python, for example, and we can just copy it. Again, I didn't do tool calling, so that's not going to work for the weather thing. So we're going to ask it to do a simple tic-tac-toe game, and it's running much slower than expected because, again, we're not using the GPU fully. Maybe I actually did something wrong. Maybe I should have updated my CUDA driver or something. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm doing something wrong running this model. And it's almost done. Cool. So it's done here. So we can actually copy this right here. And we're going to open a Python app in Replit. Okay, so instead of creating a Python app and such, I just opened up a Replit really quickly, pasted in the code right here. As you can see, it's the same code. And right there is what you can see. So you can enter the row or column numbers, example 2, 3. So let's just say 1, 1. And then player 2 puts in his. So let's just say 2, 3, and then player 1 just does 2, 2, and then let's just say, for example, 2, 3, and then player 1 just does 3, 3, which is a very classical cross, and player 1 has 1. So really cool. You're not going to build full stack apps with the 20 billion parameter one, but there is a use case here. There is a use case for enterprise level individuals who are building requirements for a business. Imagine you're a small team at an enterprise and you're creating a local chat model that runs on context based on your team's scope. So if you're like, whether you're a supply chain or you're a marketing or you're a legal team, you want to build something locally. A lot of enterprise do not trust offshore running of models like OpenAI and such. So they want a localized model that they can run. And the 20 billion parameter one would be very good to run on like an AWS or an Azure cluster. Very exciting to see OpenAI. Sam Altman tweeted recently that pretty soon in the future, you're going to have a model so powerful that it's going to be smarter than the smartest person in the world helping you do your tasks. And I think today with the internet, you already have that with the different apps that are coming out. If you're also excited, comment down below what you're excited about. That's all for the video today. By the way, I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. Only 2% of you watching are actually subscribed. So if you've enjoyed the content, subscribe, be safe, be well, and I'll see you on the next video.